Hey guys, today I'm going to share 3 quick tips to help you lose that stubborn fat. Tip number 1 is to lower your calorie intake. To briefly go over it, we all have a maintenance calorie count, which means that if we take in this many calories, we're going to stay at that same body weight. And you can use online calculators to compute this, but they're not perfect. But if we lower our calories, meaning we're taking in less calories than our maintenance calorie count, we're going to be losing weight. But we have to do it in a specific manner to make sure that we're losing as much fat as possible, retaining onto that muscle, and not putting ourselves at unnecessary risk. Some tips for lowering your calorie count are to go to the grocery store when you're full, because you're going to be less likely to impulsively buy those bad foods. And if they're not readily available for you at your house, it's going to be inconvenient and you're going to have to go out of your way to go get them. Therefore, you're going to be less likely to eat them. Another tip is to eat big meals full of fiber and protein. They're going to keep you full throughout the day and prevent you from endlessly snacking on those low nutritional value foods. Also, it's worth mentioning that your body has to work harder to digest and break down protein. So if you're taking in more protein, your body's going to be burning more calories because it has to work harder to digest it. Tip number 2 is to increase your activity level. Our maintenance calorie count is computed by what we're taking in subtracted by what we're burning, the calories we're burning, right? So in tip number 1, we decreased how much we're taking in. In tip number 2, we're going to be increasing the amount we're burning. If we increase our activity level, we're going to be increasing our metabolism and in return burning more calories. Now there's numerous things you can do. You could do walking, jogging, sprinting, lifting weights, body weight training. There's tons and tons of things you can do, but whatever you enjoy the most and you're going to stick with is going to be the best plan of action for you. The third tip is to introduce or increase the frequency at which we're doing resistive training. Now this includes things such as weightlifting or calisthenics. And the reason this is important is because the more resistive training we're doing, we're promoting our body to build more muscle. And if we have more muscle, our body has to feed these muscles. And therefore our body is going to be burning more calories on a day-to-day basis to keep these muscles functioning properly. Now, why do huge dudes that have a lot of strength and a lot of muscle still have a ton of fat on them? And the reason is because the effect is negligible, which means it's a very, very small impact. But when it comes to losing weight, you want every trick up your sleeve. You want every advantage you can. And this is one of those tips that can bring you from 40% body fat to 35% body fat, or decrease you 1% body fat, depending on how far you are on your weight loss journey. I hope you guys enjoyed that kind of video. Recently I've done a lot of strength gaining, muscle mass tips, but I decided to switch it up and do a weight loss thing, because in the beginning of every video I have the intro, get ripped. And how can you get ripped if you have a lot of muscle and a lot of strength, but you don't know how to get rid of that stubborn fat? And that's one of the things I hope to accomplish in this video. I'm not transitioning to this, I'm rather broadening my spectrum of how I'm helping people. Now, if you know a friend or a family member who could shed a couple pounds, be sure to share it with them. If you did enjoy the video, it would mean a lot to me if you smash that like button and subscribe for more videos. That's all I got for this one, guys. I'll see you guys next time.